want every side to come together to attempt to take down the 100 side.
Man, they gotta understand.
We want all the smoke.
We go off the content.
Three, two, one. Hey there, welcome back to the channel where we keep it real. No capping. I'm your host, bringing you nothing but straight fire and authenticity. Today, we're diving into 12 rooms that I got to promote. The 100 ENT showroom, hosted by Big Wack100. The Beehive room. Love and R&B room, hosted by the queen of the 100 side, R&B. No room for the weak. No mercy room. Spin the block room. 100 ENT jailbreak squad room. 100 ENT solve room. Petty Betty and Toxic Tanya room. Dangerous Minds room, hosted by Beast. Good Burger, hosted by Pitbull. Sleepless in LA, and many more. If you want to get closer or you want to be a part of the show, go to Clubhouse, follow one of these rooms, or you look for a room titled with Wack100. These particular videos all made possible by the one and only Wack100. Get ready to vibe with me as we explore the hardest topics that need some real recognition in the streets. Let's jump right into it and show some love to this channel by hitting the like and or subscribe button. So, without further ado, hold it down. One mic on Wack.
You know, for them to do what they gotta do. You think they're gonna give her an option to just full out testify and be like she did it out of fear or whatever?
I think they already gave her the option and she already took it.
But then again, she was paid too. So you think, well, I guess, well, was she involved? Well, he said he was sexually involved with her.
That's what he said.
He said that.
And remember, they won't tell us, they didn't tell us who he's on the phone talking to either when he says that. On the wiretap. I know he was on the phone for a little bit of it, right? The 2 calls that they're saying that he said that in, they're not telling us who he's talking to at all.
Oh, they didn't?
Nope.
And on that call, did he tell that individual that she talked to the feds?
Nope. Well, see, that's the thing. That's just a transcript of the call. That's not the whole call. They only have that one part, so I don't know. I can't tell you if it could be an hour-long call they were listening to, and they took that one part. I don't know. I just find that odd that they don't say who he's talking to, because everywhere else they say who he's talking to, who he's on the phone with. They'll say unidentified person, or this person, or Manny, or whoever. So whoever he's like, I guess you can call it crying about the fact that they picked up whoop-de-whoop, person I had sex with, and X, Y, and Z. Who's he talking to? Is that person going to?
Bro, that's a hard pill to swallow. I know his
wife?
Yeah. She's still showing up to court, it's just because of her, everybody's showing up, I'm thinking.
Yeah, but she ain't green in the paperwork, huh? So the paperwork, she ain't green. I'm not saying she know about this specific shit, but she ain't green.
Only thing I seen was a call to the dad, right?
I mean, but at that point, you kind of got to understand why you're calling to the dad to tell him that your husband is getting caught by a murder. I mean, you ain't asking no questions. She did more than that, though.
Oh, the only thing I heard was, well, I kind of thought that on the August 23rd, 2023 arrest, I don't know if they spoke on that, but that's the one we knew about. That's the one after Brick Baby told us in June. We know he got picked up, and I know they picked them both up. I do know that. So, but I don't see none of that in the paperwork, though. I noticed that. I don't see that arrest in the paperwork. I see the June 2023 DNA warrant for the DNA, but I don't see the August shit. I don't see it.
So if you remember the paperwork at the end, it said that they left a subpoena on his desk, right? On his house.
Oh yeah.
Right. So remember, he got a subpoena.
And that was to show up to court.
That was to turn yourself in.
Oh, when did they? When was that left? I remember you saying that, but when did they say?
Let me see. That's at the end. That's at the end of the indictment. He caught another charge for that section. Let me grab it.
Oh, so they left a subpoena for him to turn himself in, and he didn't.
He didn't, and that's where he left the Seattle Mariners hat with the subpoena on the desk, and then he fled the house with the wife.
Is that the one where they said he didn't come home for a couple weeks?
That's different. So that's after the 2-year anniversary of the killing of RW. That's when he
That's
started
after the
moving
phone
into
call. That's after the phone call from the dad's phone.
right.
Yeah, I missed the subpoena part.
And that's also when Robertson started driving the Mercedes Benz around, going to pick up the money and shit because Big U couldn't do it, I guess, or whatever. He wouldn't be seen.
Damn, they never had a clue that dude was. They never had a clue that dude was working, huh?
No clue.
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
what?
saying from the paperwork, the accepted calls. He has no clue he's on a hot phone at all.
Who? Nah, I don't know, bro. That don't make sense because the New Jersey indictment.
Remember that was for his iCloud and his Facebook, his Instagram and his Facebook.
I mean, my nigga, you gotta assume though, like.
I mean, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Smarter than the fifth grader.
You know what I'm saying?
But you still having these convos. That's shit.
And that was 2022. Not only that, when did the investigation start for the kid? 2021, right?
February 2021.
Because the body wasn't out there but a night. I mean, overnight. They found the body 8 hours later or something, right?
Yep, investigation happened a month later.
But, so when did they start questioning him? Because we see because if you say 2-year anniversary, when they knocked on the door, that makes it 2023. Was that the first time they had questioned, or in this paperwork, when did Big U start telling people don't talk about the murder? Because it's all in the paperwork.
2023.
So 2 years went by before he felt like they was looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then he contacted every single person though. And then by then, the Dell nigga is already on Wire. They have a meeting on April 14th where he's on Wire. Then they got a meeting at the taco shop.
He had a meet with who? With Dale?
With Dell on Wire.
Do it say what they said?
Not all of it, just a transcript. I'm telling you, this shit's crazy. There's multiple meetings where Dale's wearing a wire, or wherever he's at, the place is wired.
So Dale wore a wire, and the other dude, the other party promoter wore one too.
Mm-hmm.
The one they shook down for the 30. That's the DC nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's the name? His shit, his little clubs he got in Dallas, Houston. Is it V Live? I think V Live. Yeah, that's
And remember, it's not an issue until they hear Big U and the rest of those guys talking about the murder on the wiretaps. That's when they make the inculpatory statements on the wiretaps.
Wait, what did they start? See, I must have missed all that shit.
Oh shit!
They start talking about the actual
murder? He tried to cover the whole shit up. That's when he go out there, press the producer, drive to Vegas, press the producer, calls the producer, all of that shit. Calls DS with the remember the shower shit? DS was in the shower. He got to pull up on DS.
I remember that, but
remember that? It's all the same time frame. So he gets the shit from the wife that the feds is investigating. Everything that happens after that, Unc, he calls every single person. Calls Robinson, they got that conversation. Calls Martin, they got that conversation.
Oh shit!
Calls
So he.
DS, they got that conversation. They-
Oh shit!
and remember, the mechanic shop is wire bugged at this point, so they're hearing everything that he's saying about the murder. So whatever he said to all of them, at this point, it's over.
Oh, so they ain't put that in the paperwork. They just said they got the conversation.
No, that's in the work, but it's not the total conversation.
And he was talking about the murder.
It says inculpatory statements about the murder of RW happened 2 years later after the murder. And then they go down the line of, hey, we served the paperwork to the wife. The wife called on this phone from the dad's phone that she never did before. We noticed that. Then after that, this is Big Hughes' actions after that. He's on surveillance at the house. He never comes back to the house. So the agents that's sitting on his house report that he's not here. They know he's not at his other house because his cell phones aren't pinging there. So he's not at the house. He's not over here. So now they think he's ducking them for 2 weeks. What is he doing? Contact Robinson, contacts the witness, contacts everybody involved in that case, contacts the son, tells them to talk about the murder. All of that happens right after they show up at his house and hand that paperwork to the wife.
Then in June, they served a warrant for the DNA.
Bingo.
And this is after he did all this contacting everybody.
100%.
So why did he jump on that phone like that?
And remember, they also said that throughout the case, he directed associates to get on FaceTime as if he knew his phone was hot too. So that's another issue.
So they got Martin. Why I wonder what they got Martin on? Because Martin wasn't in Vegas. And I don't think they got Martin tied to the extortion, do they? Or do they?
Gotta double check the Martin dude. I think he just got fraud. Let me double check him.
Remember the one nigga dressed up like a girl?
Oh yeah, him and
Yeah.
was going back and forth.
Yeah, this is crazy. Damn. So we don't even know what was said on the bugs at the shop. It just said it was discussions about the murder.
Yeah, it's like they said it's inculpatory statements, which basically is statements. You know what that means, right? Statements that basically say you did it.
Oh,
But you know when they say you got to turn over all Brady evidence to the defense, that's evidence that you did it or evidence that you didn't do it. So inculpatory means you did it, exculpatory means you didn't. So they're saying that you made statements to all your co-conspirators that you did it, and we got that on wiretap. They didn't say what the statements were, but that you did say those statements on wiretap. And then here's all your actions after that. You went to go press the witnesses, right? They got you doing that. They got you calling pressing witness too. They got you contacting DS, who they know destroyed the cameras, pulling up on him. They got you pulling up on Robinson, the same thing. But I'm gonna grab the actual give me a second. Because he's not smart.
I always said it, bro.
I know.
But let me know if that wire hit too. That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn. I wonder who else he did. Jeez. This shit is wild. I gotta go back to that work. And then you know who they got in the trick bag too? They got Martin in the trick bag because they're gonna ask Martin, did he tell you these things? And they already know he told them because they got the fucking bug, right?
They got the bug in the shop.
But here's the trick bag. If Martin says no, they gonna book him. See, I'm gonna be real, bro. Some of this shit gotta be reevaluated. I need some street niggas on the where the street niggas at, bro? Where's
Cause I'm thinking like you probably if I get at her, you got a chance if I don't
no, bro.
because
They got it
but
on
what if
wiretap.
they did something illegal on the wiretap they got to throw that out. Now I'm not gonna you see what I'm
Right
saying like
about that.
I can't even let you tell me to do it even if you told me because I'm gonna say you know what OG just trying to be a good nigga he panicking though I gotta still stay solid I can't do it because they might throw that bitch out and the only thing they have is me cooperating the
You
story.
cooperating.
And that's
You
why I
right,
can't.
he
Yeah.
got a point.
So even on some street shit, I just can't even. I can't see myself cooperating against you. And
Got
I'm
a
only
point
facing
on
five,
that.
and you facing a L. Like that's. I just can't see it.
Got a point. He got
Yeah.
a point. He got a point. He got
Cause
a
the
point on
wiretap
that.
gotta be
Fight him
all
to
the way
the
thorough.
end.
Remember what them niggas did with you in Texas? They up just on some simple shit. A wiretap gotta be
Yeah,
thorough, nigga.
yeah.
That's
Right
what you
about
know what I'm
that.
saying. So I'm already knowing my pops beat a case off of a faulty wiretap. So like I
You
just don't
right
see it.
about that. See now Brock up because he grew up around some shit. I would love for Brock to be all the way L7.
I'm there though. I'm just not in those
No,
shit.
you're
You feel
not.
me?
You're
See nothing though, Unc. I don't even be in the way, so I don't even know what's going on. So
Let
they
me
come to
tell you
me.
what's
I
so
don't even
dangerous
know what's
about
going
these
on.
guys.
I'm
I'm
pulling
telling
away.
everybody now, you gotta limit your friends, bro, that you deal with in certain ways, bro. Because these niggas will be in the middle of some shit and you don't even know. Nigga may call you, hey bro, can I come park this car at your crib? Oh yeah, no problem. You don't even know what's going on. And now they just scooped you up. Well, who left this car at your crib? You get what I'm saying? That quick. That quick. And you like, damn, if I tell them who left the car at my crib, I'm telling. You get what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying?
You gotta limit. You gotta really be. You gotta too much of nothing, bro.
Mm-mm.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna let you know right now. You leave your car at my when they come asking, your ass going to jail. I ain't gonna hold you. Them days is over with.
Nigga, them days is over with for letting a nigga even ask me some shit like that, nigga.
What it need to sit there for? Why I can't sit at your house?
Nigga better go get a storage, nigga.
So everybody out on bond except for Brick Baby. I mean except for Loose Cannon and Big U.
Uh, yup. That's on
Brick
the.
Baby came home. He got
Nah,
to
no,
come
no.
home.
Well, Brick Baby ain't. He's not in the indictment because when you read it, he's a victim. He was getting extorted too by Big U.
So they picked him up on some other shit.
Gun cases. The gun case I've been telling people he had.
Oh, okay. It just happened to be all at the same time as all this because they probably trying to get him. Okay, I'm peeping it.
Yo, this nigga Trap News is the police
Crazy.
like a.
Yo, While you was talking, I went back and looked at everything you talking about. I got a big update.
You need to claim that nigga Trap News on your text this year.
That nigga say scream.
That
That
nigga's the
nigga.
police, bro.
Man, that nigga type your name so much in this that nigga obsessed with you, dog.
You remember we used to pack the nigga up on Clubhouse?
Mm-hmm. I remember when he actually like he used to be on your side of the street, then he just switched up on some shit. He used to be push on some shit.
Yeah, Whack. Everything I'm looking at, everything I'm reading, it was the wiretap calls after they gave that business card to the wife, and he freaked out. Every call that he made was talking about the RW murder on those calls. Then they set up the wiretap inside the auto shop.
This nigga the police. This nigga Trap News is the police like a mother. That's why I don't take none of these niggas serious. That's what I just said you, man.
And when that shit happened, that new jumper, that nigga was like advocate. That nigga was like hell been on y'all on somebody going to jail for that shit. He like somebody had to go to jail. He wasn't gonna stop until somebody went to jail for that shit. He was like advocating for the nigga for somebody to investigate it or something. Like he was trying to bring awareness to that motherfucker.
Crazy. But he's supposed to be a crypto.
Like these niggas so busy trying to prove somebody a rat that ain't a rat that they don't realize that they actually ratting. Why
Nigga,
you
that nigga ratting like a mother.
you niggas is that y'all speaking against?
Cause it hurts.
That nigga's a fucking detective, man.
That's crazy.
Real life. And that's excessive. That's
Look like Adams. Man, say that don't look like Adams. It's not Adams. It's not Adams. It's not Adams. So, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna say who it is, but it is not Adams. It's not Adams. So that picture been going
He gonna
around.
fuck around and get himself.
Adams.
Yeah, that nigga's a police like a. This nigga taking a case that ain't been no arrest on. This nigga investigating. This nigga crazy. Oh shit. Yeah.
you know what? I'm not even surprised because, I mean, that's what he do. He'll get on there, get on this little grinder rap and investigate niggas and look for his next victim.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
That nigga got Tourette's, man.
Everything like you take the same, shit, all you.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yep. So you saying prior to 2021, 2022, Wasn't no chatter till 2023. 2 years later, and they knock on the door. That'll fuck a nigga whole day up. Nigga, especially on the body, a nigga didn't thought he got away.
Niggas start getting content and comfortable like a mother.
Who thought he got away? They thought it was a cold case.
Man,
Straight up.
nigga be doing some like however it happened. What I ain't saying nothing about nothing, but all I know is, bro, how you play it, like how you played it is crazy. Like not going to the funeral and all that shit. Like
Yeah, that's crazy.
you just stupid. You
Yeah,
stupid, huh?
that would through the red flag. Look, when they talked to the family was like, yeah, he usually call, he stopped calling, he
Yeah,
come to
you
the
gonna
funeral.
change your whole
My
fucking
son
pattern.
lived with him and all, like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Change your whole shit up and all that.
Yeah. So you made it seem like it was a problem.
Exactly.
Crazy.
So, fuck, nigga. Sometimes the nigga killers go to the funerals.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Niggas will be right there, nigga. They'll go pay for the funerals.
Mourning like a hurt like a mother. That bitch.
They'll pay for the fucking funeral, bro.
A real talk. Yeah, have a nigga that it was business, but you know what I'm saying, he hurt the family. So you know what I'm saying, he paid for the.
This the nigga, that nigga Alex Alonso. He giving niggas first and last days. I said, this nigga, boy, these while the gangbangers, Munchie B, the blonde nigga sitting right on the side of him. It's 2 o'clock. Oh, it's time to rotate traffic. Y'all close it out. Yeah, love. This shit finna go crazy. This shit finna go crazy.